The main goal of this level is to recover a device named Kalpa. The player is first introduced to some basic mechanics: jumping, walking, grabbing objects. The system tells the player that he must use the grab null to move this box and use it as a platform to get into this high place. The player will find hidden collectibles located behind objects or inside objects. Here the player is introduced to the crushing mechanic, and we can see that there is a hidden collectible over there. In this level we will find turrets. Turrets are deadly weapons. If the player touches that laser, he will be spotted by the turret and the player will lose a lot of health. So it is better to avoid it. In this part we see a lifter machine and a big door. In order to interact with the lifter machine we need a fuse, but where is the fuse? We use the grab null to move that bar and this big door, and voila, we found the fuse. We use it to make the lifter machine move up this box, and this box helps us to get to this high part. Once the player gets in this part, he will realize that this is a dead end. However, there is a window there that seems to be breakable. The player knows how to use the grab null, and the system tells him that right click allows him to throw objects. So the player intuitively will launch objects to break the glass. And the player gets to the outside part. The grab null is very useful to move platforms and create bridges. Here we can see an incomplete bridge. That switch is a mechanism that makes this bridge complete. However, we can't get to that switch. The grab null helps us to get to that switch. The bridge doesn't fully complete, but the player is to jump to overcome that little challenge. The system tells the player that this is water, so the player is safe here. The system also tells the player that this wall can be lifted, so the player uses the grab null to succeed in this part. We can now move to the second floor. There is a switch, but we need also a fuse to operate it. Here the challenge increases. Now we can see two turrets. We know that glass can be broken, so we throw these objects to break the glass. Whoa! We got the fuse. Now we can operate this switch. The switch opens a door, but the door doesn't fully open, so we need to crouch. Those lasers will kill the player instantly, so we must avoid it. In this part, we find a big acid pool. The player is to jump and jump to avoid falling into that acid pool. The player also uses the grab null to create stepping stones. We open this door and we find here a platform. The player is to use the grab null to move this platform and create a bridge. This door is locked, so we have to find a switch that makes it open. The player uses the grab null to create again a stepping stone. The player is to crouch here and we find the switch. There is a little backtracking here. We have to jump and we have to jump again, and we finally get to the final area. This is an electric field generator. That device captures the electricity and makes that door open. We have to activate the electric field. Here we find the final challenge of the level. However, once we know how to deal with these lasers, it will not require too much time to overcome this challenge. We return to this part, and we can see that the door is now opened. Now the player can get to the final objective, the Kalpa device. Thanks for watching.